camera. You give it. Give it off. Give it off.
Give
down.
it.
Down.
Give it. Oh, it's almost November time. Ryan Davis, are you here to talk about November movies?
Yes, let's talk about November movies for Screen.com. What's coming out in the month ahead?
Excellent. A lot of Thanksgiving, a lot of Christmas movies, I think, is what we can talk about.
Makes sense.
November 4th, Speak of the Devil.
Yes.
A very Harold and Kumar 3D Christmas, 2 months before Christmas comes out.
Finally, the stunning conclusion to the Harold and Kumar trilogy. I know there was a lot of questions left over after Harold and Kumar go to Guantanamo Bay.
Loose plotlines.
This looks like a clean break from reality for the Harold and Kumar movies, and it looks like stupid fun to me.
Yeah, it looks pretty entertaining. Kids getting baked, just all kinds of crazy antics.
Lots of really cheesy, deliberately cheesy 3D effects. Neil Patrick Harris really kind of diving into this weird pseudo version of himself that they've been developing over the course of the series.
NPH.
Going to be a hard R, I'm sure.
I'm looking forward to it.
But stupid fun.
Guess what I'm not looking forward to though?
Tower Heist.
Go figure. Brett Ratner, Matthew Broderick, Eddie Murphy,
Ben Stiller
as
the lead.
Taya Leone, of course, is really what we're all there for.
Precious.
Action comedy, but it doesn't look. You've seen the trailers. It doesn't look all that funny, so that might be a strike against it.
My understanding is that film originally started development as a black Ocean's 11. Then Ben Stiller got cast in the lead, and that kind of changed things some. So. It'll do well because it's got a lot of star power to it, and Brett Ratner makes movies that make money.
Inoffensive. So.
But not really looking forward to that one. The following week of November the 11th, we have Immortals. So this is Tarsem.
Tarsem Singh finally got rated R. I was worried for a long time because they were kind of equivocating if they wanted an R or PG-13.
Yeah.
What I saw at Comic-Con was really impressive.
Yeah.
Gore to the max. It looks pretty good. It looks great in 3D too.
So this is kind of a Clash of the Titans meets 300, kind of going for the Greek mythology tale, but with that really highly stylized, kind of shiny look that.
And the gods actually come down and fight, which I think is really cool. It's what I've always wanted to see in mythology movies. So that should hopefully be pretty good. I'm looking forward to it at least.
Also out that week. Jack and Jill. This is the Adam Sandler vehicle where he plays himself as well as his character's twin sister. This looks like, if you saw Funny People, this looks like one of the fake movies that they would have used to show how unscrupulous a filmmaker the character was.
I love Adam Sandler's career after Funny People, because that was kind of his, I'm be serious for a movie, and then didn't make much money, and then nope, right back to Grown Ups and just go with it. And,
Jack and Jill, and Al Pacino making an appearance that's kind of inexplicable there. I know.
We're padding that retirement account.
I'm with you. Also at that week, though, we've got J. Edgar.
On a Wednesday.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood.
Prestige release. Leonardo DiCaprio, a lot of odd accents. People getting upset about this movie because it paints him out not to be a crossdresser, which is kind of the canard about J. Edgar Hoover, but basically it paints him out to be a gay man in a relationship with his secretary. And people are kind of upset that the guy doesn't like it very much.
Played by the actor who played the Winklevi in The Social Network.
Funny name too. I totally forget it. Oh, Armie Hammer. Arnie Hammer.
Arnie Hammer.
Deodorant.
J. Edgar potentially kind of getting into award season.
Yeah.
And that's what Clint Eastwood does.
Yeah. Nowadays. Yeah.
Also out that week,
Melancholia, the new Lars von Trier, already out on VOD by the time you're watching this, so you can go see it now if you want to. But I've heard that movie is meant to be seen on the big screen. Kirsten Dunst apparently terrific in it, and
so if you like your sci-fi to be bitterly depressed in a Lars von Trier
sexually awkward
kind of fashion,
awesome.
It looks dark and kind of singular in the way that Von Trier movies tend to be.
And then on November 18th, we have the totally adorable looking Happy Feet 2. I don't know if you saw the latest trailer for it, but it looks kind of ridiculously cute.
No, I saw I think the original teaser for it, and I never saw the original Happy Feet, but the fact that George Miller, the man behind Mad Max, is making these movies, did the first one, is doing this one as well, is one of those things that I just can't process.
And the first movie
mind.
made boatloads of money. I'm sure this one will do really well too, because it's one of the only kids movies out this year.
It's cute, dancing, animated little baby penguins.
Oh! Back it up.
And Puffins too.
Puffins.
Look out for them.
Speaking of Puffins, though, Twilight Saga: Breaking Dawn Part 1 is also
masterful segue.
I think that movie's going to make. I would not be surprised to have this movie make another $30 million the first weekend, 150, something like that.
So this is the fifth.
Fourth, I think the fourth of 5.
This is the fourth Twilight film. Bill Condon directing this one, arguably the most accomplished and skillful director that's taken on one of these Twilight films. And it looks like from the trailers, it looks like they've kind of gotten a hold of their CG stuff. It doesn't look quite as cheesy as it has in the past. The story, however, from my understanding of what happens in it, is completely insane. But you know, if you like Twilight, you're either in or you're out on this one.
By now,
nothing that we can say about this one or the other.
I will go to a midnight movie and admire some abs. And also the George Clooney kind of indie release, The Descendants is.
It's an Alexander Payne film, the guy who did Sideways
About
and
Election
and About Schmidt.
So it looks pretty good. I mean, Clooney in smaller movies I almost always like. So.
But that's basically a melodrama in Hawaii where it's sunny but people are sad.
Drama, so. And then the 23rd, November 23rd, that would be the day before Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Holy mackerel. Okay, Arthur Christmas. I guess Arthur is more of a British thing. I don't know.
So this is an Aardman animated feature in cooperation with Sony Pictures. You've got James McAvoy as the lead character's voice, and I guess this is about the son of Santa Claus and an adventure that he has to go on around Christmas time. So, Aardman has a pretty good track record, not necessarily with the CG stuff that they've done so far, but Aardman does stuff with charm, so that has potential for sure. Speaking of charm and a weird pairing here, Hugo. Now this is a
longer name is Hugo Cabaret, The Adventures of Hugo at Cabaret. It's based on a children's book.
Right.
Scorsese, 3D children's movie, none of which really seems to all mix together, but I hear really good things about the movie.
You've got Chloe Moretz in a supporting role. You've got Sacha Baron Cohen as a dastardly station agent at this train station where this little kid lives. So, I'm not sure how to deal with Martin Scorsese doing a family 3D movie, but
those trailers seem to be kind of laying on the sap a little heavy with the song and the.
But there's definitely some visual charm to it.
Yeah.
So from what I've seen so far,
I've heard good things.
But the movie that I want to see that day is The Muppets.
Yay! Finally, how long has it been since a Muppet movie came out? It's been a few years.
It has been 12 years since there's been a theatrical release of a Muppet movie.
Okay.
And
that's kind of the premise of this. Like, you guys aren't even famous anymore. We gotta reestablish you in society, and that's kind of their goal to become famous again.
But Jason Segel and Nick Stoller, they're the screenwriters behind this. Jason Segel also starring in the movie, and that's a dude that just loves the Muppets. Like if you saw Forgetting Sarah Marshall, how much kind of Muppet homage there was in that. He seems like kind of the best guy to try and bridge that gap. Make the Muppets relevant again, while also playing to adults and kids at the same time. So
I hope so.
The Muppets have a capacity to do that, unlike kind of unparalleled by a lot of other properties, and I think that this has a strong chance of doing just that. So.
They're kind of the Pixar-ish live-action kind of appeal to everybody. Hopefully,
doing Pixar before Pixar.
And then there are a couple limited release movies. We have The Artist, the new black and white.
Yes, it's a silent film.
A silent black and white movie
from the makers of the OSS 117 movies.
I love it, which I love. I highly recommend if you haven't seen them. They're both on Netflix streaming.
But actual silent movie, French
Shot
production
4:3.
here.
But it does have John Goodman and some other American actors.
Yeah, there are some American actors that they brought into the fray. John Goodman, who I love to pieces. And that's a strong creative team. The guys who did OSS 117, those are great, and those were great movies at capturing a specific look and feel of a period and type of cinema. So to see them take on melodrama in silent film should be a treat. And last but not least, we have A Dangerous Method, the third collaboration between Viggo Mortensen and David Cronenberg. So this is a story about
Freud and
Jung.
About, I guess they're splitting off from their psychological. I think there's a little bit of rift between them.
Yeah.
Based on this woman who was sexually nymphomaniac, I suppose would be the word for it, or sexually psychopathically possessed. This looks like a psychosexual drama. Kind of looks like a period version of Dead Ringers, another David Cronenberg intense movie. One of the most intensity, awkward to watch, really super awkward. If you haven't seen Dead Ringers as well.
I'm not saying that this is necessarily going to be on that same level, but I catch feelings of that. And David Cronenberg, whether he's dealing in drama or in body horror, he brings an intensity to films unlike many other filmmakers. So that will definitely be the darkest horse to see that Thanksgiving weekend. So
Again, limited release. And then after Thanksgiving, there's actually kind of a week off from wide releases as far as I can tell. Everything comes out the day before Thanksgiving. It'll be a long weekend. Everybody go out and see a movie then. And hopefully you'll find something to enjoy in November.
So that's our look at the month ahead in November here at Screen.com. We'll be back next month.
I guess we'll have some holiday fun. This is when December is the Oscar race when it all starts. So come back in a month and we will downline all of the December movies for you guys here on Screen.com.
There's a rumor of taking one of your patients.